play, and already the players are off. We can see Fabiano Caruana.
Let's start with Fabi, and after all, Fabi is our Grand Chess Tour tournament leader. He may not be leading the tournament. I usually like to start with the tournament leader, but he is certainly leading the Grand Chess Tour. E5. Now, for me, I've always, and I mean full stop, end of story, associated Levon with E5. Like, that has been his number one and principal defense. Then, when he does some Sicilians and something very, very strange, I think to myself, like, am I living in a parallel universe? Because I'm so used to Levon's E5.
He's Mr. Marshall, man.
Yes, exactly. And like everybody these days, he's also broadened his repertoire and added the Berlin to his defenses. D2, D3, eschewing the Berlin ending, as well as those lines with rook E1, and bishop takes C6 by Fabi. Peter, the Berlin is the bane of E4 players, but I D3 these days.
Yeah, there's very few people, I think, who are still even relatively happy to accept the pure Berlin endgame. I would say that when they're faced with this opening.
It feels these days like everybody's trying to avoid making commitments, so something like Queen E7,
Absolutely.
just to keep, the option ability of putting his pieces away from you. So, like, his pieces were always doubly protected, very, very safe, very classic, and he just simply outplayed you from these very even positions. It feels to me like Levon with his two bishops is going to be pleased with the outcome of the opening.
Yeah, I mean, but this is a slow position. I mean, is there time for some lengthy maneuvering? So I'm thinking the piece that's not doing anything is the bishop on G3.
Okay.
I would like to take it on Odyssey and put it on C3.
C3?
Yeah, I feel like that's the best square for it.
Well,
at least it's like looking at its own pawn, and then it frees up the rooks.
To come across.
Because I wouldn't want to be putting a knight on F5. It's not pushy. And then D5 and then inside attack. Okay, I can see that this plan has got no fans.
It's a hard sell. It's funny, the central pawn duo is white. Fabi's looking at that and he's kind of chuffed. Over there, you have Peter saying, yeah, but I've got these pawns on C6 and F6, and I'm kind of keeping an eye. If you try to play D5, I've got one hook. If you try to play E5, I've got one hook.
Yeah.
If you put your bishop on C3, it's like, okay, it's kind of nicely defending everybody, but are you really ever going to play bishop takes F6? Okay.
Yes, with G4, G5, yeah, kind of. But but
what mood are you in today? I see you got your sledgehammer. bishop takes h6 and we just play an exchange.
Bishop takes d6 again, yes sir.
No! How many times am I going to fall for the same tactic? Bishop takes d6 again.
Don't worry, I fell for it as well. Even after both of you had given me warnings.
And I feel like a James Bond movie, 5 times is not enough. Oh my gosh, he just threw it away.
I think maybe the clock was a massive influence there, because
and
yeah,
there we have it.
the game is finishing there, so let's stay with this camera.
What a save by Levon Aronian.
For sure. Oh my goodness.
And Levon can now claim, so handshake is imminent here.
Yeah.
Wow. And again, the commentators cursed because we just put up a graphic as we came back on screen to mind our viewers just what an incredible 2024.
Big smile
It's like,
from
I
Levon
didn't
Aronian.
deserve this. You helped me out here, buddy.
Yeah.
That was not a good game on my part. You were doing really, really well. A huge missed opportunity. Let's jump back to Jan and Leinier.
Yeah, it's now